Are you looking for the services of a health or wellness coach? Are you looking for a professional you can really trust? Armed with the right tools and proper questions, your search will be quick and easy. We caught up with a local expert to give you some incredible information and valuable tips to finding the right professional.
Hi there, it's Gabriel Wigington, functional medicine nutritionist with Elevated Wellness. I'm often asked, Gabriel, what sets you apart from the crowd of coaches, trainers, nutritionists, dietitians, clinicians, and physicians who all advise healthy behavior change? My response is simple. I bridge these worlds of wellness together, worlds meaning industries that make up one simple word we call health, by turning the complex health concepts that consistently confuse the public into easily understood ideas. In plain English, my 15 years of behavioral holistic health plus clinical functional medicine nutrition expertise in more disciplines than most dive into enables me to show families exactly how we reverse disease by building health from a big picture view where I pinpoint what gets in the way of all of us living well together as cohesive communities. In addition, I work on solving the specific puzzle of learning disabilities such as autism and ADHD for struggling students without making it too difficult. How do I do this? I use my What Matters Most methodology to cut down their learning curve and get right to the one best change that will benefit them greatest, instead of the common pattern I see among most health and fitness professionals of perfectionism, or what I call perfect protocols, by throwing the whole kitchen sink at people on day one. I always say our number one health risk of our modern day is information overload, which means I hear people constantly say, let me do my research, when the reality is most folks, plus 90% of health professionals, actually lack the skill set to assess and interpret clinical research, to even make sense of complex clinical studies and turn it into practical change that relates to a person's unique health situation. In other words, just because a research outcome is evidence-based does not mean it's best for that person and is most important right now, since there are many habits we could all change as we go through life's many stages. When searching for the right nutritionist, you really want to make sure they have clinical qualifications along with well-rounded credentials in many areas, since health is more than just a one-piece puzzle, along with a system for making change doable, since even the best world-class changes are useless if they can't fit seamlessly into the very fabric of our daily lives. I'd like to take a moment to share 3 key tips to arm you with something that can help you get healthier starting right now. First, you want to work with a reputable functional medicine nutritionist with clinical training who can see health from many angles. I always say when things become clinical and disease changes things. So with a master's degree in clinical functional medicine nutrition from the University of Bridgeport, considered the top program in the nation, along with a Bachelor of Science in Health and Wellness with an emphasis in mind-body medicine, stress, and psychological social sciences, National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer, and the #1 sport and exercise world-class nutrition certification, Precision Nutrition, who, by the way, are the ones who coach all the top fitness pros on not just the science, but the art of coaching change in behaviors. My attention to detail is what makes all the difference in quality of life as a whole for those I serve here in my mission to restore a neighborhood feel that's missing in our North Dallas community. My upcoming projects in creative arts on slowing stress are unprecedented and are going to be something very special. So if you're a brilliant, gifted creative who thinks outside the box and would like to be part of innovative ideas that I do in the future, you definitely want to stay tuned for what's in store in 2019. My second tip, since grocery education is a key part in my FP3 food coaching system, where I walk each client through how to map out their grocery food purchases for the week. Ask your local grocery store dairy manager which dairy products are pasture-raised and grass-fed, coming from healthy cows. This is important because 98% of Americans have never experienced the superfood form of dairy foods that have been around for many generations. Unfortunately, many of our young people were not alive back when we used to have grass farming. This is significant because I personally experienced my health going to another level, and I've enjoyed these dairy foods, which to me are normal, for many, many years. They actually take desserts to a place where food really becomes fun again, and we can have even all the stuff that people tell us that we can't have. Tip number 3, having a strategy for food planning is very important no matter what advice you're given by an expert. I personally can speak to how pivotal this one principle of food prep is because I've been able to remain healthy, strong, and lean with ease for the past 15 years of my life while flying between high-volume blue-collar restaurant food industry work and rigorous health science education. In my coaching practice, I walk each individual through food planning, purchase, and prep while showing you how to decipher ingredient labels, since I notice how often at the grocery store when I do my grocery runs that people are reading labels and trying to understand them. Also strategizing a system for time-efficient weekly food prep and cut costs while making your meals medicinal. They become medicinal when we choose foods in the right form that optimize our brain and body functions while meeting our nutritional needs that put us in a good place. And just imagine if we could just remain in a good place without allowing things to become chronic and go into the other direction. What if things never became severe or life-threatening? As someone who's lost somebody near and dear to my heart just 1 year ago this week, my heart goes out to anyone, and I'll go to great lengths to help make sure you don't lose a loved one yourself. My expertise in functional medicine and nutrition, the way I explain it, is functional medicine, for those who aren't familiar with that term, basically restores functions in each of our body systems back to health. I focus on helping clients with overcoming a few key areas that I've decided to be my major focus. Adrenal fatigue, which I have much experience with. Anybody who's worked in food service will likely understand that. Neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's, which is one of the top 5 most common conditions in America. And then specifically with my ABCD new program, learning disabilities for struggling students like autism and ADHD, which are at an all-time high, mirroring our health crisis as a whole, affecting nearly 500,000 in this country. Your child deserves to learn a better way to not only improve academic performance in the classroom, but behavior, cognitive, and brain development as they go through life. Setting the stage early on while the brain is still developing is paramount. For those who would like to learn more about how I can help cut down their learning curve, correct a chronic disease condition, or take your quality of life to a whole new level while making food and fitness fun again, simply come on down to elevatedwellness.biz, where I'll make you feel right at home, since home is where family happens. If you or a loved one has ever felt trapped in a world of pain that they were unable to escape from, I highly encourage you to pick up the phone and give me a call at my office at 214-282-0812, since I'm never too busy to help another escape their world of pain and learn how to live well. To close, I invested 15 years of my life to be part of something greater than myself. I'm committed to showing families how healthy eating is something anyone can do and is essential if we the people are ever going to create cohesive communities all around America.
Now that is pretty impressive, isn't it? And a great professional is always here to help. Now you have some helpful tools to make the best decision. Would you like to learn more? Contact our featured expert at the number on your screen. Thanks for joining us.